Good day, all. This is Charles with the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, ELLC. What is freight dispatching? Right, for those of you who are wondering in the transportation industry, what really is dispatching freight for the truck drivers, carriers, the owner operators? Who are the independent freight dispatchers, right? What are the prerequisites or the pre-requirements to being a freight dispatcher? What is a dispatcher packet and the contents thereof? What are the additional carrier support documents that you need as a professional or independent freight dispatcher to dispatch your trucks, your owner operators, right? These are some questions you ask. Other questions are, what is an equipment type? So if you're going to be a dispatcher, some of these things you would need to understand, right? What is an equipment type? What are the three major equipment types that we, in our training, the Dispatching 101 training for beginners, that we speak about and advise new dispatching companies to target? What are specialty equipment types? So those that are in addition to the three major equipment types. What are some ways or methods of getting carriers to dispatch for them? What are your strategies? How are you going to get the carriers? How are you going to convince them that you provide that service of dispatching for them for a fee? What is the process or the workflow of freight dispatching, which includes like trip planning or route planning, keeping your carriers running consistently and things of that nature? What does all of that mean? And then finally, how do you invoice your carriers? What are some ways that you invoice your carriers for your service of dispatching loads for them? So if you need the answers to any of those questions, coming in June, the first week in June, we are having our in-person live local weekend trainings here at the Exodus Logistics Learning Center. Okay. And that's for those of you who are if you're in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area, what we call the 7 cities, or locally, or regionally, I should say, nearby, consider attending our live in-person trainings, right? To get those questions answered. What is freight dispatching? Who are the dispatchers? What are the pre-requirements? Dispatcher packet and content. So we're giving you a high-level, quick start overview of all those things so that you can determine if this is something that you want to do long-term. Our live in-person weekend trainings, okay? And then we give you this information here. We're going to have quizzes. We're going to have certificates after completion, showing you that you understand at least the basic, level overview of what dispatching is, freight dispatching for your carriers. Come to the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, 3101 American Legion Road, Suite 21A, Chesapeake, Virginia, 23321. That's the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, 3101 American Legion Road, Suite 21A, Chesapeake, Virginia, 23321. It is a 2-day weekend training. Seats are limited. We have a limited amount of space in our conference room. I think we can seat about 30 in there comfortably. Saturdays and Sundays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have handouts, materials for you. We're going to give away 3 ebooks, a glossary, and all of the materials you're going to need, a starter kit. Everything is included in that package. Okay? So if you or someone you know are in the Hampton Roads area or the vicinity, interested in spending a weekend getting some training in the transportation industry as a freight dispatcher so that you can work from home, considering leaving your 9-to-5, want to be your own boss, want to start your own company, control your own destiny. You do not need a truck, nor do you need a CDL to be an independent freight dispatcher. You also don't need an authority. What you do need, though, you need to have a license, a business license, because if you're going to be operating as a business, then you would want to behave as a business. And the best way to do that is to have a business license in place. And we even show you how to do that as well. So we're going to give it to you in segments and in sections so that it's broken down, very detailed, so that you will not leave with any questions unanswered. Okay? So first week in June, we're going to probably have these every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Dispatcher 101 live in-person trainings. All right. Hope to see you there. Talk to you soon.